Chinese car manufacturers came bashing into our island in 2024 and now they're everywhere. Your OMODAs, your JQs, your BYDs and everything else. They turned the car world on its head, and it's no wonder. They're cutting edge car designs and they are very competitive EV battery technology. However, with all this innovation, they've learned and adapted, like all good car manufacturers should. They've gone away and they've made this, the OMODA 9, a hybrid SUV. So with over 50% of the vehicles sold in the UK being an SUV or a crossover, why would you put yet another vehicle in an already flooded market of the same variation of car? What gives you, the driver, the decision to be an OMODA 9 driver or a Kia Sportage driver? Well, OMODA are kind of hoping that by making their car go far on less, spacious and tech rich, and a bargain luxury vehicle, that it might just sit it above the rest. Okay, we're going to go through all the usual things that we do in a review, but we're going to home in on the features that we think makes the OMODA 9 stand out from the rest. And the big question is, are they gold or are they gimmick? In 1991, Toyota put the first rear-facing camera on a production car, something that had never been seen before. OMODA, they've gone even further. We now have a 540-degree camera on this car, which even lets you see underneath. You have to ask, where's that going to be beneficial? Well, it could be if you go to a festival, you're parking in a field, or you're trying to negotiate around potholes. It could even be to protect my head. Is that really what I look like? 540-degree camera, parking put to the test. Into the bay we come. Nice empty car park, thankfully, to try this, so let's see how we get on. Let's give ourselves lots of space. I'm going to try and reverse into this bay, only using the cameras. And I've already looked in the mirror, so what am I doing? So back we come here, I can see where I want to go. Nice and gently, Duncan, nice and gentle. Straighten up. Oh, that's good. Impressive. So far good. I can see my head on the floor. I'm all over the place with the steering, but I'm good. And there we're in the bay. Perfect. Now, I'm going to keep going back, but I'm going to push this camera to reveal me on the ground, on the screen. Ta-da! So is that gold or is that gimmick? I think this is gold. I've never seen it on any other car. And if you do take your SUV off-road, park in a field, you can see if there's anything lying in the grass or any potholes that you want to miss if you're parking anywhere. Definite gold. Pop question, hotshot. What does the Lamborghini Huracan, the Ferrari Roma, the Audi R8 and the Ford Mustang all have in common? You don't know? Well, they've all got active suspension. But the OMODA 9, it goes one step further. It's got electromagnetic suspension, which is AI assisted. So it should be one step ahead of the bump in the road. And we're about to do a pretty scientific test featuring Coco Pops. Ow! Okay, Coco Pops are in the bowl, in goes the milk. I don't ever remember seeing this in the comments on any YouTube video that people wanted to see Duncan eating Coco Pops in a car. Right, we're going to go up and we're going to test this on a cobbled street. We're in eco mode, we're going to go through normal and sport as well. See what the suspension feels like, see if you notice any changes. So, I've got a very able driver called Kaz, who I've put in some situations, so I think this is revenge, to tell the truth. Let me taste the Coco Pops, it's been a while. Yeah, tarmac smooth. Here we go, onto the cobbles. Okay. There's an awful lot of concentration going on here, Kaz. And watch out for the pothole. Whoop. Spillage, right. Quick U-turn, and then let's go into sport mode on the way back and try and keep Duncan milk-free and friendly. That's going to smell good in the morning. Sorry, Arnold Clark. Blame Kaz. Right, okay. We need to go forward now and we'll change the setting from normal into sport. You'll hear it saying sport as well. Nice.
Sport mode.
Now what could possibly go wrong here? Can I take another wee taste before we go crazy here? You forget how good Coco Pops are. So this should tighten up the suspension, and it should make the drive a little bit more challenging for Kaz, or maybe for the bowl of Coco Pops that we have here. Right, go. Oh, chop, chop, chop. There's just no need for that. Well, it's certainly a little bit more pokey in the acceleration, we can tell you that. Sport has an effect. I don't really feel too much difference when it comes to suspension. Remember, I don't want to knock my teeth out here, Kaz. The things you do for the review of a good car. Right, so the question is, gold or gimmick? I have to say, this time, I feel it's a bit of a gimmick. Didn't feel any difference through the normal or the sport suspension. I think the biggest problem for me there was my driver. Hi there. Just taking a little moment here. You know, having a teenage daughter, I hear a lot of music in the house. And I hear a lot of Sabrina Carpenter. And she's definitely caught my ear and my eye, by the way. And I just like to have a little bit of a moment with just me and Sabrina on my own. And I can do that in the OMODA 9 because I've got special speakers in the headrest here that only I can hear. Can isolate it from the rest of the car and the world. Is that gold or is it gimmick? It's definitely gold for me.
Are on vacation, and I got this one boy, and he won't stop calling.
That's better. Nice and quiet. And OMODA have spent a lot of time and effort to try and make this one of the quietest cabins you'll ever sit in. A lot of sound deadening, everything feels really tight in here. It's good. Acoustic glass as well to make the noise nice and low. And that's what they're trying to do. They've even put special Michelin tyres in this that reduce road noise. Gold or gimmick? For me, 100% gold. It just makes you feel much more relaxed when driving. Was that you? Are you sure? Are you lying to me? Not cool. Not in a cabin, not cool. Lucky though, to get rid of those unnecessary smells in a cabin, we have got an air filtration purification system in this OMODA 9. And we can slide that on just now, and it can detect particles up to 5% the size of a human hair. Tiny, tiny particles. Thank goodness. For me, gold all the way, no gimmick. Can't believe you did that. My first impressions of the OMODA 9, sitting in it, is good. I get my seat exactly where I want it. I can have the steering wheel up back towards me, and it's not overly cluttered with information that my hands are going to push buttons as I'm trying to drive the car along the road. There's a nice, simple heads-up display in front of me, and it just feels like a good, solid, comfy car. OMODA have given what they...
I'll quit for the moment. Please wake me up whenever you need me.
Before you go. OMODA have given this a system that they call super hybrid. It's got a 1500cc turbo engine in the front, and it's got two electric motors, one in the front, one in the back. There's a battery pack which is low slung in the chassis, and it's 34.5 kilowatts. Now, it feels like everything works perfectly. There's a nice smooth transition from ICE to battery pack, but it also feels like the car's trying to do everything for you. It tries to be a great town city driver, and it's also a really, really nice motorway drive. And super hybrid, I like that. Just gives it a little bit of an edge on its competitors. Something that it may need. Now, this car can give you up to 93 miles worth of electric only driving. So imagine if you're just ferrying about town, moving the kids from their hobbies, picking them up from school, doing your daily kind of chores or errands. That's almost 100 miles worth of EV driving in a town. Now with these low emission zones coming in, that's even better. That's a winner in my eyes. Unlike every modern day car, it is drizzled with safety features. 19 options to toggle on and off safety features in the menu. Unfortunately, you have to dive in and try and do it when you're driving. But you've got your forward collision, automatic emergency braking, lane departure, which we'll test just now. Ooh, she didn't like that, that's good. Indicator on, and it likes it. Good. Emergency parking as well, door opening warning in case there's somebody beside you. There's so many features in this car that it's got, which you do need. But the nice thing is you can toggle them on, untoggle them off. It's entirely up to you. It's your preference. You're the driver. There's one model of OMODA 9, and that's it, it's the Noble. You don't get a tier system where you can go up or down. So the features you get with the car are pretty impressive. There are a few add-on and bolt-ons you can get, but for around about £42,000, the luxury, the tech, the features, it is a big winner. Gold, some would say. The OMODA 9, it gives us our standard, typical OMODA-esque front end. We've got the diamond-shaped grille, which seems to be a feature that they're wanting to stay with. It also gives us a rather stunning light bar and light setup. Now, when you unlock the car, it goes through a dance routine, which seems to take, well, an eternity, but it really is good to watch, the feature that the light bar gives you. I also like the kind of fake air vents that we've got on the side, but it's just a nice, big, purposeful, meaningful front end. Down the side, huge wheels, nice and comfy tyres as well. Door mirror sticks out. It's also got a OMODA which shines up on the floor down here, and the silver roof bars, the silver finishes down here all work perfectly. And when we get to the back, if there's any artists around, you'll like this because this is the golden ratio. And if you're an artist, you'll know exactly what that means and it'll be right up your street. Who knows? Maybe even the OMODA will be. The back is just exactly the same as the front. It's purposeful and it's got another stunning light bar which does the kind of dance thing when we start the car up or unlock it. And I do like that. It's better than my dad dancing. Up at the top here we've got something that is a little bit different. Now we've got a split brake light, which we normally have a bar that runs across, but OMODA being OMODA have tried to be slightly different and it works in my eyes. They're not trying to be sporty, they've not filled it with aerofoils and flicks and anything like that. It is purposeful. I'm not a huge fan of the fake exhaust. You know how much I like fake exhausts, but these ones, they just don't float my boat. However, it has got a very, very big, purposeful, user-friendly boot. 660 litres in here. All our filming equipment is in there and there's still a lot of room that you could have. You could take the cover out and get even more. So it really is something that would be perfect for a family. Stick all the stuff in there, head up to the Highlands, go on a vacation, a lot of boot space. It's really premium in here. It feels comfortable, even smells premium. That's a strange one. Nice finishing on the door, heated ventilated seats that are electronically controlled from the door panel up here. You've got a nice infotainment and dash screen which works together really well behind this lovely steering wheel. And it's like they're trying to get the passenger involved. It's not just focused on the driver because it's not a hard stop at that end that you sometimes get. It's nice and equally balanced, so get the passenger involved with playing there. There's also a haptic feedback on that when you're using it. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wirelessly connected and ready to go. And yes, the infotainment screen does have all your climate controls hidden in there. However, there's real physical buttons down here with a knurled effect. That's premium, that's luxury. There's a charging mat for your phone, wirelessly put on down there, and it also keeps it cool at the same time. I like this effect here, bit of wood, which also hides a couple of drinks holders and some storage. And there's just a lot of nice stuff going on in here. I really do like it. A panoramic sunroof, which is really good for flooding the cabin with natural light. And let's not forget, the sound system, SONY. The premium feel continues into the back that we had in the front. First of all, you've got heated, ventilated, comfortable seats, which you can control on the side here and get the back just where you want it to be. Good legroom, good headroom, climate controls down here, which is good for you as well. Nice deep tint to the privacy glass, and there's a button as well to open the door. If you fancy that, that's something just a little bit different. There's also the door handle there as well. The sunroof doesn't come right towards the back, but that doesn't really matter. And you've got ISOFIX as well, so if you are going to be carrying a baby, that is a good thing. You've got your armrest, you've got a couple of drinks holders in there as well, but it just feels real premium. And how much is it again, Dom? What's the price? 42, is that all? I expected that number to be a lot higher than that. £42,000 for this, it feels way more premium than that. So that's just some of the features and we've only just scratched the surface. OMODA are here to stay and what they're trying to say is different from the rest and they can't be knocked for trying to stand out. Gold or gimmick, they're trying to say something else. We'll let you decide. I'm Duncan Vincent, this is the Arnold Clark YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload from us. And until next time, safe driving.